Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at the Analog 3D. I know other reviews been made already, but I just want to give my take and, do a lot of comparison footage of a lot of stuff that I feel like a lot of people didn't really do. So, this is the console. This was $300 after shipping. I think it's a little bit more now. So, I'll talk about price and comparison later. So, it comes with 4 original ports and this Bluetooth, and the nice part about the Bluetooth is for each controller, I'll light up each one that's connected by Bluetooth and say like you want controller 1 to be like hardwired, like a regular controller. I'll swap Bluetooth to the second one and then, keep going down as long as you plug them in. So power, I don't like this, how it's like you push it and it goes back down. Like I like this style, like the original where it's a click. That's just preference though, it's not a big deal. This is the reset button, same as like original. Press, comes back up. Sides, nice, nothing on them. Bottom is a nice rubber mat. As you can tell, mine's a little dirty from, moving and using. On the back we have 2 USB ports. USB-C, which is nice because I can swap this between this and my actual N64, not easier. HDMI, nice, up to 4K. It looks really good. I have an LG TV that's 4K and stuff. That's how I'm going to capture the footage because my monitor is 2K and this doesn't do 2K, which I think it's a major letdown for me personally because I think 2K is the better spot to be at, especially because 4K is not really that great. Like, nowadays at least still, unless you got like expensive hardware. So SD card, this came with the system. Another minor complaint, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to get out, so I use like tweezers or needle nose pliers and take it out. This is used to update the firmware and stuff. Like there are other consoles though, they'll probably be jailbroken. You can load it off the SD card, but until then, you're stuck with cartridges. We also will be, I just want to mention these. I probably won't use these for comparison because I don't want them to, I don't know how it affects it and everything. But if you're looking for a good cartridge, if you don't want to pay, 60 plus a cartridge for originals, I suggest this. I'll leave a link in it down below. Not affiliated, just, so you guys can pick it up. This is about 50 bucks. This is the Summer Card 64. So it's basically like a cheap EverDrive, but like just as good, if not better. I like a lot of people who work on games and stuff to troubleshoot and code say this is a lot better, even for that. So I recommend this one over that. This one also, I still didn't update mine, but this didn't work originally. They just released an update. But if you don't have an original N64, like over here, you can't update it through this. It won't boot, so you can't update it. So if you do plan to buy this, just make sure it's on the right firmware. I'll probably leave like a note somewhere. But yeah, I still don't recommend this over that. The only difference is this can do cheats and that can't. Like, who cares? I mean, I kind of care a little bit, but not that much. So definitely pick this up if you're not wanting to buy like each individual cartridge for like 60 bucks a pop. So this N64 we'll be using to compare. So I will be using, this is modded, so I'm going to be using AV out through the RetroTink 5X. We'll do not upscaled, original resolution. We'll do up to 2K, because I can do up to 2K, the Retro 5X. And then we're going to do the HDMI mod out. This is the Retro Gem. I still really like this. I think on the 2K monitor, this looks better than this, but that's because this can't do 2K until maybe they do a firmware update. But, we'll see. And then the games we'll be comparing is Pokemon Snap, one of my favorites, classic. Super Mario 64, of course, because, every comparison's got to use this game. And then Hot Wheels, another great game, really fun. And Ocarina of Time. So with this, I didn't go over how this works yet, but this has like overclocking stuff where it makes the games run at a smoother frame rate. I don't know if that'll affect this game because I know enemies and stuff can get messed up from that. So that'll be a good like little comparison and play through a little bit. But we're gonna be going over each game. It's gonna be a lot of comparisons. I want to get as much comparisons as I can so everyone can see, you know, is this worth $300 compared to like, I won't say that like this is around 200, but an OJ Gray model, I used to have one. I gave that away to one of my friends. This, let's say this was like $60, right? Is that worth it? And that all comes up to your preference. If you want like a modernized N64, you don't have to put in the work to get a nice upscaler to make it look decent, to make it look clear. This is 100% worth it because to get this N64 the way it was really expensive. Like the blue retro dongle is like $30, which isn't bad, but the retro gem's $190, and that's not you installing it yourself. I got that shut out. That was like another $200, so you're already over the price of this if you do that. But you know it's on original hardware. But don't forget, this stuff is also dying. I got this recapped as well, so this should be good for a while. So I still prefer having both. That's just because this is my favorite console, so I like to have both. I wouldn't choose one over the other, honestly. But if I'm recommending it to you guys, that like people who want to pick this up, 100% this. It's so much easier to hook up. You got Bluetooth built in, so you don't have to have stinky dongles hanging out that look like nubs. The RAM pack is built into here, so you don't have to worry about that. That's another thing. If you don't get it with it, that's like $60 still, which is crazy. So yeah, it's definitely a good price comparison in my opinion. They did release colors, but like everything analog, they're always like sold out in 2 seconds, but still really good console in my opinion. Other than that, yeah, so I'll take you guys over. We're gonna go into the menu next for this. I'll show you guys around and stuff like that, and then we'll see you guys there. Alright, here we are on the Analogue 3D's menu. So I'll just do a quick tour. So when you have a cartridge that's not being read due to, you know, dirty pins, which is really common, you'll get an unknown cartridge, which is kind of annoying. And they will keep building up. I feel like they should change that and update. Instead of it like being like 5,000 unknown cartridges, it just stops at 1, or just not do it at all. You can get rid of it. As you can see, you remove and then you confirm. So the Summer Card 64 will come up as an unknown cartridge. I don't know about the EverDrive because I didn't plug that in. But Summer Card will do that, but that's fine. And then, you know, I added the art myself. Not myself, but like there's a file you download and you put in the root of the SD card to make it do that. I don't get why it doesn't come pre-shipped. I guess because of copyright issues and all that. So, you know, they make you do it yourself to avoid everything. But yeah, it's pretty cool that they have that as an option. So this is the settings we're going to be doing for the Analogue 3D, because most people are going to probably use this for 4K 60, no doubt, but there's like different modes. 1080p 50, 1080 50 hertz is like more for, you know, foreign games, like was it Europe, maybe in the UK, I don't know. But Ultra 50, Ultra 60, we'll be doing Ultra 60 throughout this entire video. HDR off because I'm not even gonna bother trying to make that look good on video. As of right now, we're on 1.1.9. This is all the other crap, legal, you know, all that stuff. So first little thing is there's no sleep mode. You can turn on the console with the 8-bit Do controller that you can get with it, but you can't put it in sleep mode. You can turn it on, but there's no sleep mode, which is dumb. So hopefully they update that in the future. They need to make some stuff, like some configurations, more global. I noticed that in a lot of reviews, and I tend to agree because it's like, so these are the settings for each game I'm going to put, because I don't want scan lines or nothing. I personally prefer a clean look, and I think that'll come off better to you guys. I mean, I'll do a slight little thing like showing the other stuff, but certain things like they have original, stretch, cinema zoom, because certain games like Donkey Kong 64 you can do, I think it's cinema zoom or stretch. Some games will do the black bars, and the cinema zoom will just make it full screen, which is really nice. And then you can choose sharpness, gamma transfer, tube, or modern. I think modern looks better. The algorithm, which is nice. Display mode, like there's still stuff that they have to add, which is kind of annoying because it's been a long wait, but I think the console overall is still really good, like did a good job. You can do Force Original Hardware, Enhanced, Enhanced Plus, and Unleashed. We will only be going over Unleashed and Auto, because Auto I think is just off, like forced hardware kind of. I could be wrong, but it's pretty much playing like the original virtual pack. You can turn on and off certain games that don't matter. So alright, the region, I guess you can change. I don't know if you would want to even mess with that, because like I showed, this is my original cartridge. I don't want to deal with that, so hop in.
It's me, Mario. Hello.
Let's start. I will just do my 120 save file.
Okie dokie.
So as you can tell right away, the picture looks pretty clean in my opinion. Like, I know people are gonna be like, oh, just use an emulator. That's not the point of this console. It's not. If you want an emulator, go buy a $100 office computer and you can emulate pretty decent stuff with that. But this is, I think, for like how it looks now, I think it looks really good, keeping all the original aesthetic and stuff, because I don't know, I prefer the original look rather than, like, emulation does look nice, but I don't think it always, like, it loses some of that essence that it's meant to have. So like while you're doing in-game stuff, you can go on the menu. We'll do like scan lines. I don't like scan lines. And then we'll do PVM, which is like a professional monitor. And then that's the only two, right? No, BVM too, yeah. Really nice that they have these options. I know people, like certain games, they do rely on that, because especially like Super Nintendo games and stuff, you lose detail because there's no scan lines. Like they thought about that when they were making those games. You can do disable texture filtering, which I personally don't like. I think that looks horrible. And then disable I can't say that word too good, whatever that word is. Kind of makes things more jagged though. And then you can do both, which I do not like. Just look at the background. De-blur you can turn off too. Like, it's nice they have all these options. So for now, that'll be it. I'm gonna start showing you guys the differences between this, the Retro Gem, the Retro Tank, and Retro Tank Base, because I think that's the best way to capture footage like at its original resolution through its composite cables, like the worst of the worst. So yeah, alright, hope you guys enjoy that part.
Go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yes! Yes!
Alright, as you can see, this is definitely a lot better than composite, 100%. The Retro Tank Shiny Edition is actually pretty comparable. I actually like the way text show up better on that slightly, but I feel like with a software update, this could do, well, firmware I should say update, this can do that too probably. So maybe given time, this will just be overall better because I love the Retro Gem. I still think it's viable for those who are diehard fans like me. But for every other guy, I'd suggest just pick this up because as you can see, there's an overclocking option, which drastically improves gameplay of games like Donkey Kong 64. As you guys, I was showing that game off a little. I'll show you the overclocking there too, but it is so much better with the overclock, especially for like when you want to play multiplayer games with your friends. Better FPS and all that, and it's not stuttery, and built-in Bluetooth. You don't gotta buy a dongle though. The Blue Retro core is like what, 15-20 bucks, and it plugs into all slots, so that's not horrible. This does have a built-in memory pack though, I forgot to mention that, so that's also nice. I don't know if you can access those files, I don't think so, but yeah, let's go show the FPS and then we'll wrap it up after that. Alright guys, after seeing, the results on those games, it is definitely worth it to get this over like modifying your own console, because the only little nitpick I have is like I like the text better on the Retro Gem, that's it. But other than that, like it plays the games better thanks to the overclock and stuff. So like as you could tell, like Hot Wheels was pretty good, Donkey Kong runs better. Ocarina of Time didn't seem to be messed with much, but that might be due to how the game works with frame rate and enemies, so that might be why. But even still, even if you don't want to, buy this and then have to buy each individual cartridge, these are great too. Like this, if you update it, but this is like 150, and then I would recommend this, $50. You can't go wrong. Both will be linked down below, even this, if it's even on sale anymore. But like everything you see, like the Retro Gem, Retro Tank, I'll link everything down below if you guys want it. But yeah, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.